Okay, so if you've ever tried using AI to create storyboards, you probably know the feeling, right? You get these characters that don't look the same from one panel to the next, compositions are all over the place, and the action, well, it just doesn't make any sense. It can feel like you're just rolling the dice. But what if there was a way to turn that chaos, that random experimentation, into a rock-solid professional workflow?
Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down here. We're going to show you how to move from those totally unpredictable AI outputs to a reliable production pipeline, one that gives you consistent professional results every single time.
I mean, look at this. On the left, that's the chaos we all know. It's frustrating. But on the right, that's the dream. A clean, professional, totally consistent storyboard where every single panel actually serves the story. And the gap between these two worlds, it isn't luck, it's a system.
And that's really the core promise here. It's about taking all the guesswork out of using AI and putting you, the artist, the director, back in control of the creative process. It's about turning a gamble into a predictable professional pipeline.
So that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? How do you stop fighting the AI and start, directing it to actually create your specific vision? Well, the answer lies in a really powerful framework.
And here it is. The answer is the Canvas framework. This is the system that's going to bridge that gap from random to reliable and put you right in the director's chair.
So what is Canvas? Well, it's a 6-step production pipeline that's been designed specifically for AI-assisted storyboarding. And each letter stands for a really crucial stage in the process. That's concept, assemble, navigate, visualize, animate, and style.
Here's the whole journey laid out from start to finish. We're going to walk through every single one of these steps, CANVS, and I'll show you how this structure makes sure that every panel you create perfectly serves the larger story.
All right, let's start with the first 3 steps: concept, assemble, and navigate. I want you to think of this whole section as your pre-production phase. This is where the real directing happens way before you even write a single prompt. This is how you establish control from the get-go.
First up, C is for concept. Before you touch the AI, you have to define your intent. And the best way to do that is by answering 3 core questions. What's the specific story beat for this panel? What's the emotion we need to feel? And critically, what visual info is absolutely essential versus what's just nice to have?
Next up is A for assemble. So once your concept is crystal clear, you start gathering the building blocks for your prompt. You're not just winging it here. You're systematically listing everything: shot specs, character details, lighting, style. It's kind of like a chef getting all their ingredients prepped and ready before they even think about turning on the stove.
And this slide perfectly illustrates our end step, navigate. See, storyboards are all about sequence. A single amazing image is totally useless if it doesn't connect to the next one. The 180-degree rule is a classic filmmaking principle that guarantees that continuity. If you follow it, your characters stay in their correct screen positions from shot to shot, which gives you a smooth, understandable flow instead of a jarring, confusing mess.
Okay, with our CAN pre-production done, we can now move into the hands-on production workflow. Visualize, animate, and style. This is where all that strategic planning really starts to pay off.
V is for visualize, and this is where we finally build the prompt. Just look at the level of detail here. This isn't some vague request. It's a precise set of instructions we built directly from our assemble checklist. We're telling the AI exactly what we need, from the shot angle to the noir mood, and even telling it what to avoid using negative prompts.
And the visualize process is a system in itself. You build the prompt, then you generate multiple variations, at least 4. Then you analyze what's working and what isn't, and you refine your prompt based on those results. It's a little loop, but it's a controlled one, guiding the AI closer and closer to your vision with each step.
Now, for the second A, animate. Storyboards are not just static pictures, right? They are blueprints for motion. And that means you have to think like an animator. Is the pose clear? Does the composition support the timing of the shot? You can even prompt for things like motion lines and blur to help guide the animation team later on.
And finally, S is for style. This is where you, the artist, take over. The AI gives you an amazing foundation, but you provide that professional finish. This means manually fixing tricky areas like hands and expressions, making sure every single panel is stylistically consistent, and of course, integrating feedback. This is the step that turns a good AI generation into a totally production-ready asset.
So when you put all these pieces together, what does it all really mean? Well,
It's more than just a workflow. It's a fundamental change in how you even approach the tool. It's about becoming an AI director.
I mean, just look at this transformation. Before using a framework like Canvas, you're getting random results. You're fighting the AI. You're creating individual panels that just feel disconnected. But after Canvas, you have predictable quality. You are directing the AI to create a sequential story that meets a professional production standard.
And that, right there, is the most important takeaway. The Canvas framework is really all about a mindset shift. You are no longer just a passive operator hoping for a good result. You are an active director, armed with a system to guide your new creative partner, the AI, to produce exactly what your story needs.
So as we finish up, I'll just leave you with this thought. The AI is an incredibly powerful new partner in the creative process. The only question left is, are you prepared to step up and lead the conversation? With a framework like Canvas, the answer can be a very confident yes.